The first module of the Postdoc Academy course called Building Skills for a Successful Career focuses on leadership. It helps postdocs reflect on the characteristics of leaders, learn the attributes and structures of evidence-based leadership frameworks with a focus on authentic leadership, but also encourages them to do self-assessments and reflect on their leadership style. The goal of this module is to focus on how one can adapt the leadership style to specific situations and the competencies and needs of followers.
One model that expands on our prior content is the Situational Leadership Model, as defined by the Center for Leadership Studies. It acknowledges that taking a single leadership approach and applying it to every single situation might not always lead to a successful outcome, and provides a process that leaders can use to determine how to adapt their leadership style to different situations. This model includes 4 broad leadership styles as illustrated on the slide: directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. Postdocs that have taken the module and their skills assessment will have a sense of their default or go-to style and can think about how to flex that style to different types of situations. Each style is relevant in a given situation depending on how much direction, as indicated on the x-axis seen on the slide, and how much support, as indicated on the y-axis, that your team may need.
Part of this toolkit is an iBiology video resource that describes the different stages of a postdoc appointment and the leadership approaches that could best support them. For example, when I was at the start of my postdoc, I benefited from my mentor adopting a directing style that provided guidance to determine what tasks to prioritize and which resources to explore to be fully equipped to successfully lead and complete projects in the future. Now that I am more advanced in my role, I prefer the supporting style when I have a clear sense of direction and just need check-ins, or going back to the coaching style when having to tackle a brand new project.
In general, my default style is coaching. I like to try to provide my postdocs with guidance and support, but also the opportunity to shape their work and provide intellectual input. But as my colleagues become more and more competent, like Mene, they need less and less direction from me. It's important now that I provide the time and space for her to have more ownership and autonomy with our projects and work.
Feel free to pause the video now to reflect on the following prompts. First, how do you usually adapt your supervising, mentoring, and leadership styles to your mentees' needs? Second, how do you invest in growing your leadership skills? The rest of this faculty toolkit contains video interviews with mentors who share characteristics of their leadership style, how they adapt their style to different mentoring situations, and how they support their mentees in gaining leadership skills. You will also have access to a reflection framework to help you prepare for a conversation on leadership with your postdoc mentee. We hope you leave this module empowered to have a meaningful conversation with your mentee.